Now, meteorologist Amanda Tebow with your Sky Tracker forecast.
Good evening to you. We got to look at those top temperatures from this afternoon, which were near 80 degrees a couple of minutes ago. So let's take a peek at where we are now. We've dropped off into the mid 60s in the Champlain Valley, right at 60 degrees in the Connecticut River Valley, with some upper 50s thrown in the mix too. We're down to 59 in St. Johnsbury and Montpelier. 62 still in Rutland, but 56 in Bennington, 57 in Saranac Lake. Those temps will keep dropping, and by tomorrow morning a lot of us will take it a step further. We'll be in the 40s to just about 50 degrees. So another 10 or 15 degree temp drop takes you into Saturday morning, all thanks to this guy right here, cold front, which moved through during the first half of your Friday. You know, this was a little cloudy for a stretch and there were quite a few showers around. Now that that's all moved out, we're clear and it's smooth sailing, totally dry weather up until Labor Day. Or really, clouds start increasing on Sunday first, but I think Sunday is still salvageable. So tonight, there's a look at where those overnight lows end up. Some upper 40s to low 50s, especially through our colder terrain, holding on to the mid 50s in broad valleys. We then get a rebound tomorrow into the upper 60s to just about 70 degrees for a top temperature, which is 5 to 7 degrees below average for this time of year. The thing is, the humidity is going down too, so it's not quite as muggy as it was today. And there's this other little component, the wind brisk out of the northwest at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. That could make it feel even cooler than it actually is. So if you like fall weather, if you enjoyed last Saturday, we're sort of on a weekly trend here. We've got a repeat for tomorrow. You know, that's same even down to the showers, because we had a really soggy Wednesday last week, this week, and we're also looking at a soggy Wednesday for this next week going forward. So Saturday, there you go. We ran through it on Future Track. There wasn't a whole lot to talk about. It was mostly sunny. Saturday night is mostly clear, and a little heads up for Saturday night, especially in our northernmost counties. We might get a good view of the northern lights. The aurora borealis expected to be active this weekend with a geomagnetic storm happening, but Sunday night's the peak. I'm going to say Saturday is your best chance to get out there and see it, because we'll watch what happens on Sunday. Clouds increase, and those clouds are with us through the rest of the weekend. So we stay sunniest, longest north, and then those clouds roll in, followed by showers Sunday night into Monday. So here comes the rain for us. It's going to be a soaker on Labor Day. You can expect rainfall totals anywhere from a ½ inch to a full inch. And there may be a few locally higher amounts than that. Tuesday, we get a brief break. Then Tuesday, you can expect some upper 70s and some breaks of sunshine, but then showers are back, as I mentioned, on Wednesday. Your full forecast is always up on our website at mychamplainvalley.com. When you log on, look for the word weather right on the homepage.
And Amanda, you mentioned the Champlain Valley Fair. Where that forecast is concerned, Sunday night might just be the perfect time for the fair to end.
That's right, before all that rain gets here Monday. Good timing.
It is good timing for us, though, too, because the two of us need to clear on out of here right about now since week 1 of Vermont high school football is here. Lauren?
Yeah, Mike, we'll have much more after the break. Stay tuned.
Local news that matters on Local 44 News.
high school huddle is back. Football is back, and so is the Friday night fun. We are thrilled to bring you the best highlights and storylines from around our region. It's week 1. I'm Lauren Walsh.
And I'm Frank DeLuca. Tonight we'll start off with the D2 champion, the Burr and Burton Bulldogs, taking on the South Burlington Seawolves, and there's a lot to unpack when it comes to this game, Lauren.
Yeah, Frank, there is. The Seawolves, one of the biggest co-op teams in Vermont, and they're a little more experienced after last year's inaugural merger season. Now, on the other side of the matchup, Burr and Burton gets the call up to Division I after winning it all in D2 last year. So let's see how the Bulldogs hang with the Division I squads. First test is the Seawolves. They get home field at Burlington High School tonight. About 5 minutes into the first quarter, the Bulldogs right on the doorstep of the end zone. Burr and Burton QB Joey McCoy takes it himself for an enthusiastic first touchdown of the season. Bulldogs lead 7-zip after the extra point. Then early in the second quarter, Burr and Burton doubles the lead as McCoy dives over the end line in another QB sneak. 14-0 Bulldogs. Now 3 minutes to halftime. This time McCoy hands the pigskin off to Logan Morgan. He scampers into the end zone and the Dogs make it 21-0. With less than a minute to halftime, the Seawolves decide to go for it on fourth down with a trick play. Ronnie Corey III launches a long pass to Benoit Camden. He comes down with the ball. Now the Seawolves only have seconds to line up and squeeze in another play. Basiru Diawara unloads one from the pocket, finds a couple of loose shirts, but Logan Morgan finds the football for an interception. Burr and Burton shows out in its first game in Division I with a 35-7 win.
Impressive, and now we're on to an interdivision matchup on the road against D2 Milton to square off with the Yellow Jackets. And halfway through the first, Colchester is knocking on the door. Brody Stannard gets the first handoff of the game and barely crosses the goal line. Lakers get up 7-zip after the extra point. And then on to the next possession. Milton's in the red zone trying to convert on fourth down. Caden Burke is looking for 6 through the air, but Alex Rubley denies it with the interception. Still 7-0. And it stays 7-0 until in the second half. And this time it's Rubley on offense, making a great read and finding the end zone. It's 14-0 Colchester. Final minute of the third now. More of the same from CHS. Charlie Cuson Ducharme plows inside for another score, but it's just insurance as Colchester leaves Milton with a shutout win, 21-0.
Well, Frank, we have another multi-division matchup on our hands. D2 powerhouse Fairhaven heads to Tiger territory at Middlebury High. And it was an uphill battle for the Slaters on this one. Early first quarter, Tigers driving. Senior quarterback Tim Gettleman punches the ball to CJ Bryant. He uses the ceiling block and picks up a ton of yards. That run set up this play from Gettleman. He rolls to the right, finds running back Tyler Buxton flying down the sideline. He's in untouched for the score. Tigers take the 7-0 lead. Later in the first, Gettleman under center. He drops it off to Buxton, who cuts up the middle and drags a defender down to the 30. 2 plays later, he calls his own number, picks up some great blocks from his O-line, sheds another tackle, reaches the ball over the end line. That is another TD. Middlebury goes up 14-0 early. Fairhaven now adding insult to injury. Second quarter, the sophomore quarterback Evan Reed thinks he's got a man open, but Gettleman says, no sir. Picks it up, heads downfield, and he's in for 6. The senior getting it done on both sides of the ball. Middlebury Tigers too much at home. They open the season with a 34-14 win over the Fairhaven Slaters.
Convincing. Meanwhile, Spalding hits the road week 1 to face off with Mount Anthony, and the Patriots steamroll the Crimson Tide 38-0. Brattleboro's a newcomer to D2, and the Colonels line up against Bellows Falls and surge in the fourth quarter for a 49-26 final. And elsewhere in Division II, U32 hits the road to take on North Country. The squads combined for 93 points. Raiders get a 60-33 victory, and in Division III, Springfield hosts Mill River for some home cooking. Cosmos win 40-14.
We have much more on the way in High School Huddle after the break. Stay tuned to see how the reigning Division III champion performed in the opening week of the 2019 season.